Let's get started!
What am I going to do with you?
Clever, comrade. But you should have been there. You should have seen them fall, all of them. That's why they had to be killed.
Deadline, that's gotta be the most brutal lamppost killing spree story I've ever heard. Alright, let's begin. Welcome back to the weekly MHA whining. Because there's always something to whine about MHA, especially for pathetic nitpickers such as me. Okay, let's start. Based on what I can see so far, every villain gets the chapters for themselves, so maybe Deadline will be next, before going back to Handyman because it's a well-known MHA tradition to always ignore fellow reptile, making you wonder why he's even here in the first place. I may be wrong on the sun but getting to chapters, but hey, I'm right about Deadline being next, before going back to Handyman. My predictions are actually turning out right this time around. So there will be no super punches today, no rewinding, and no ass pulls. Only Handyman, because we're finally back at the floating fortress.
Look, a flying circus!
Now for this video, just like in the last one, we'll be focusing mainly on one person. And since we are going Handyman today, let me tell a little story about him. Once upon a time, Handyman used to be able to directly use decay on a major hero character. Come the war arc, he lost the ability to decay major characters and had to resort to just beating them up. And now at the finale, he lost the ability to damage heroes altogether. When surrounded by major characters on all directions, he literally malfunctioned and started attacking the UA building instead because it's the only thing left he can reliably fight. And now, 11 chapters later, the building is still standing. So are you telling me that we pass by Libra, Sunbird is defeated, Deadline got utterly obliterated, and Handyman is still not f***ing finished with the f***ing building? For 11 chapters, 11 f***ing chapters, he did nothing but fight a f***ing building, and he somehow still can't even win against a motherfucking building. It's not a background character, it's not a minor character, it's not even a major character, it's a f***ing building, it's just the f***ing UA building. It can't move, it can't talk, it can't even fight back. It's a literal f***ing building, and it looks like it's not even about to topple over. Handyman can't do shit against heroes and major characters, and now he can't even f***ing win against a literal f***ing building? You know, in times like these it's better to just straight up research on how can you even lose against a villain as pathetic as Handyman.
That ain't accessible!
I know this guy is supposed to be a mix between these two people, but I think this is still 75% Handyman since Deadline still has his real body anyways. And since Handyman has absolutely no connection to the heroes whatsoever, he just lets his Deadline side do the talking. This is just my headcanon, but because the Demon Lord can actually damage heroes if he swung an arm around, then this absolutely f***ing useless attack is probably done by Handyman. After all, being useless is his main specialty. Going back to the manga. What's with Handyman's obsession with the UA building? He focused his attention to it for 11 f***ing chapters, leaving the heroes and everything completely unharmed and unscathed for the entirety of it. There's no one in it. There's no one on it. There's literally no reason why he's spending too much time trying to take it down. He's not digging. He's not trying to escape. He's not even trying to shield himself. He's actively trying to take down the building. It's a building. It's just a f***ing building. Handyman is f***ing obsessed with a f***ing building. year I called the Demon Lord a nutter joke for having a hard time against 4 people and getting obliterated by 1 person. But holy f***, Handaman is on a whole new level of patheticness. I mean, how can you take up 80% of the entire battle arena and not scratch your enemies once? This hit over here basically meant nothing. Because it's already proven that this guy cannot do any damage at all. He literally accomplished nothing in the span of 11 chapters.
What did you do?
What did you do? Nothing.
Meanwhile, the heroes keep ramping up his threats and pretending he's a powerful villain. Because that's all they can do. Pretend. Falcon is not even needed here. The heroes can literally just stand there and do nothing until Handaman gets crushed by the falling UA building. That is if he can actually win against a f***ing building. What the f*** is the creator thinking when he wrote this f***ing useless garbage of a villain? Handaman's insane uselessness provide no challenge, no threats, and no nothing. He's far weaker than all of the most garbage villains in anime history combined. And yet he's the one with a specialized arena, and his scenes are written as if he's some massive threat that needs to be taken down as soon as possible. I'm so f***ing confused. All I can see is the UA building being called the greatest hero in Japan after this is all over. Jokes aside, let's get to the final panels. This is God, with his new gear. Because the heroes just can't get enough advantages in this final fight. Armed with unlimited sweat without the weakness of dehydration because he's a f***ing Mary Sue. He's going to utterly obliterate this idiot right then and there. So technically it just followed Deadline's chapters. Villain blabbers about being powerful. Pisses off a powerful hero. Powerful hero does a flashback and gets a power up. And then villain gets annihilated. Nothing new here.
I don't want any long chats with you on my day off.
Blue woman, you gotta stop that.
Miss Mindlayer, your horny level is rapidly increasing. The horny police will come after you if you don't stop that. Let's go barricade the door.
Good idea.